a distant planet long ago. A genetic experiment fails. A civilization dies. The result, the sectors. Now, the ultimate battle for survival is in your hands.
That distant planet of long ago in the TV commercial was set in the mythical galaxy of Condra-Donn, a kingdom created in blocks of acrylic by sculptor Richard Murray.
I see a place somewhere in some time or in some dimension that has it all.
Richard has been carving his cities in acrylic for more than 10 years, beginning shortly after a hitch with the U.S. Air Force, where he experienced out-of-this-world influences.
I was very much involved in UFO with the United States Air Force. I was with a special radar team, and just things have happened. You know, we've seen stuff on radar that would raise your hair on your back, you know. But I very much believe in them. I've been involved in them for 10 years.
It was those early experiences and a strong artistic drive that led Richard to develop the process of intersculpt, internal reverse sculpture, a patented process that he alone experiences.
You look at sculpture, you see an outside image. You see that you add to give form and dimension, and mine already has an outside image that's transparent. By the use of taking a clear, transparent, solid substance, and the use of fine grinding equipment, chiseling effects, and dental surgical equipment that gets right in, and I remove what is not the city. Now, that's very confusing because I make a hole in a clear, transparent substance that gives an image. And when you see the image, that's what Condra-Donn is.
This is a solar farm. The purpose of this is to aerate their water, grow vegetation, and actually manufacture power from the sun in these windows. So everything here is functional. Everything here works. It has to. Because it has a life to sustain, even if it is just an image or a thought.
It takes more than a vivid imagination to create these cities in acrylic. Richard grinds and drills for hundreds of hours and channels his creative drive into every piece of Condra-Donn.
I just let everything run wild. My imagination, I let all my creativity, I flow all at one time. That's when what we call the full-on mode in creating is when you are at a point that you're timeless. You're in an area that there is nothing to do with time, space, matter, bills, anything. You leave all that alone, and then you turn on that front loop of your brain, and you just start creating. And when I'm creating, I'm fully on. That's just everything to me. I live for that moment.
Intersculpt has taken off with the space age. Among the collectors of Richard's art are the President and Nancy Reagan, publisher Bob Guccione, and the Dean of Science Fiction, Ray Bradbury. The Smithsonian has 2 cities of Condra-Donn in their permanent collection, and NASA's sculpture is in the Johnson Space Center in Houston.
Masters Gallery carries the great innovators of art, Chagall, Picasso, Moreau, and now today we have Richard Murray, who's an innovator in his own right as he does intersculpt in acrylics.
Condra-Donn sculptures command high prices, as much as $65,000 for a desk-sized piece. Prices worthy of a master.
It's now hit a peak in its meaning for me because I'm now being honored and blessed that, you know, be it known that intersculpt, the internal reverse sculpting process, has just been entered into the ranks of being a master. It's just been entered into those high ranks where I now show with Chagall, with Picasso, with Rembrandt, with all the masters of the world. I'm now being brought right into the ranks of them, and here I am. I'm young. I'm only 34 years old.